welcome to another video and a community that believes weird is wonderful and magic is real. I am outside the movie theater. We are not doing that today, but I did that today. Done saw me some Deadpool. If you have seen that, let me know in the comments down below. OMG, so good. But that is not what we are here for today. Today, we're gonna be spending quite a bit of the day going around to a whole bunch of stores. We're gonna start with Michael's. There's supposed to be 2 lines. I did see a little sneaksy poo of Halloween, because I don't think I said that, but we're doing Halloween. We are doing our Harry Potter Halloween hunting, and we're gonna start there. We're gonna look at both of those lines. Hopefully, it's at that store. We might hit up Ross. What the heck else is over here? Marshalls, HomeGoods, brain. Is there anything else? I think that's it. And the HomeGoods that we're gonna be going to didn't have a whole lot. That's why I've been waiting, you guys. Like, the stuff in the Pacific Northwest does drop a little bit later than East Coast, so we won't know until we go. So let's get going to Michael's and see what they got. All right, we are here, and so I did not mention the 2 lines that have dropped at Michael's are called Midnight Moon and Haunted Forest. So Midnight Moon is the darker line, Haunted Forest is the white line. It's a nice contrast to each other, so let's hope it is inside. Let's go. Oh, I see it. So before we hit that line, they didn't have these before. I kind of like this one. I haven't shared our theme within Harry Potter, but that could actually fit. I even like this eye one. I was looking for some doormats, and then this haunted kind of mansion look gives me Malfoy Manor vibes. We might come back to these, but that is everything they got there. Okay, they have got it out. They've got it out. So this is the old line here. Let us now come to, oh, it's not all the way out. There's some left to come. All right, there's little bits they still need to put out, but the majority, if not all of the dark line is out. So let's take a peek-see-poo. I'll be honest, this line is much more interesting to my dark soul and the theme that we do, even just the Harry Potter vibe, Halloween in general. So I'm gonna show you this darker line first, which is the haunted, no, it's the Midnight Moon. This is the Midnight Moon line. So let me give you a quick little pan and then we'll go bit by bit. All right, here is a quick little pan of just everything down the aisle so you can get, just in case I don't cover any particular thing, I don't always hit on everything out there. I try to focus on the stuff that is like very Harry Potter-y. But as you can tell, this is a real witchy line. There's a little bit of a pose situation over here. But yeah, let's get into the dates one by one. Actually, before we go over item by item, and I'm not sure we'll go over every single thing, there were 2 items that I saw. So I took a little sneak peek at the Michael's near my Muggle job, and there were 2 I really, really liked, and I'm pretty sure they belong right here. One is a cat. They're not prints, so they're like pressed board, but they're in kind of like a frame. It's not an actual frame, but it looks like a frame. They're much prettier in person than they are online. I've looked at the stock photos. And then the other one is like a witch's hat on top of a set of books. Really, really like those. So I wish I could have showed you them in person here, but we'll keep going out. Maybe I'll take you to the other one, but let's now look at this whole Midnight Moon. I keep thinking the Midnight Moon is the white stuff, but it makes sense. Let's go. Okay, so as always, I like to point out the stuff that feels like it could fit into a Harry Potter Halloween. But of course, I'm gonna give you a little glancey poo over anything if you do anything else, or if you just do a Harry Potter Halloween different from me, and I hope you do. I hope you do it the way you wanna do it. But we've got this skeleton head just dropping on the floor. Let's get that. Sorry, sir. It is styrofoam after all, thank goodness. So anything that is like psychic reading, fortune telling, when it feels a little too muggly to me, I don't do it, but obviously these can fit into divination just fine. So we've got 2 different signs. These are like wood signs. And this is kind of the press board situation that I was telling you about with the other one. So it says tarot cards, crystal balls, love, fate, destiny, welcome. This could even be outside your place or outside a room. And then they're keeping to that. So below we've got anything that's kind of orby. I am open to. I don't super love this myself. I'm not going to pick it up, although I just picked it up. It doesn't seem to light up. It's just a clear sort of inside. And I don't think there are any sales going on right now. Like, that's 25 bucks for that sucker. What else we got? So there are a few things not here. We've got a little moon tray, and they are the moon phases, which, you know, give me dueling club vibes. Anytime I see the whole like moon phases in a row, that gives me dueling club vibes. And that is like proper ceramic with a little, it's not even a gold trim, or I guess it is. Then we got this. That's pretty neat. We have a cauldron with like a seeing eye. We're continuing with the psychic palmistry tarot situation. I like the purple. There was a similar item that came out, I think it was last year at Michael's, and I got my paws on that. It actually lit up. I don't think this one does, but I do like the colors in there. We like playing around with purples as well as green during Halloween season. So there is that. And then we've got these like kind of tiny potions. So raven eyeballs in this one, and they're all pretty basic. Let me see if I can. Yes, so the cap on this one does come off, so if you wanted to fill that with some actual, not actual, please don't, raven eyeballs, you could. And then we've got black cat whiskers, best when used during full moons, it says. And then what's this one? These aren't really my jam, but I think they could fit into a Harry Potter Halloween, witch's brew. Fresh from the cauldron. Then we're continuing. Can we get it out? We're continuing with the palmistry tarot. This one's a lot brighter. We got more purples going on, but that is like a wood pressed board sign. Then we've got another one here. This is a like wood planchette. Again, it's that pressed thick board. A little shiny situation. We're out there. Okay, so this section here is a little more like old school horror, if you will, because we've got some Dracula stuff, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Frankenstein, and we have some actual versions of them. I'm a big Poe fan, so I do always give that a glance every time, but it's not going to fit into our theme. What else? Crystals, Tarot Sage, and Coffee. Again, cool. I don't see it fitting. I like to do a bit of world building, anything that feels like it would actually belong in the world. So I would pass on that, but something like this could really work. And I saw there's a variation on the other side. And this kind of comes out almost every year and it looks a little bit different, but there's little bits inside. We've got some mushrooms and other mysterious things, some butterflies. But that can fit into a herbology section if you want. Little fortune teller situation. We got some hands. I feel like any sort of hourglass would fit in quite well. That one has like a couple rings on it with the purple inside. And then what is this? I didn't see this. So this is like a tarot sort of thing. It says the lovers on the outside. So far, nothing in this section is really jumping out as to what I would use. Then we've got a couple of pillows down here and some florals. So I'm going to kind of skim over, you know, the Poes and the Draculas and all of that. This is an item that could fit in. It's not one I will be picking up, so it's a quill. It's completely solid and metal. It's not actual quill. And I feel like the quill could be better made, but from a distance, it does the job. So if you wanted to pick up something like that, you got a little ink and a quill. How much are you? So that's $15 before any sale prices. Then we're continuing with the Nevermore situation. And again, this is the section of the two items I really, really loved and wished I could show you. But I feel like something like this could really work. I'd go for skulls. I think they could fit in darn near any theme that you do. I don't love this particular handle, and I didn't love the red in between, but it might work for whatever you're doing. And then this here, this frame is similar to the one I was talking about, or the two I was talking about. So it kind of looks like a frame on the edge, but it has a nice worn look, the actual picture itself. And this one is just candles. We've got this little scaredy cat right there. Can't pass up on a cat, right? I mean, I'll actually probably pass on that one. Just kidding. Then that there. I'm going to just skim over this stuff that I'm not as enthused by, but give you a little peek. I do kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a cat girl. It is a little bit of a shelf. So if you wanted to do, I know many of you have a potions section. You can put some potions in here. You can do all sorts of things. So it's got little stars around the cat. Again, I kind of pass up on this sort of thing because it's not the way I would picture it in world, and that's the way I like to do it. All right, so this is the real witchy section, or it screams witchy to me, that could fit in. Anything generic witch could fit in to the theme. So I kind of like this one. I did pass up on it. I like the see-through aspect of it. Can you see? So we got a classic witch and witch hat with some bats. It would obviously be an all year round piece if you do Halloween all year round, but I really like the frame on this. I'm going to be opting for any sort of ornate aspect to a frame whenever I can. We've got some broom parking right there. I would personally want a full-size version of that. And then a bunch of actual witches. These are like a canvas situation, just a silhouette of the witch. I think I prefer this one more than the others. But yeah, then we got a little broom. I think this broom actually moves around because there's something on the base there. Not too sure. Decorative broom. Does not say anymore. I do kind of dig this one. So it says, do you dare enter the witch's lair? I just love the color palette. That's what I love about this whole line in general is the color palette. Kind of dig this wreath, but as you saw, we picked up a different wreath. We're going to do something else this year with our theme. And this candelabra is pretty cool. I feel like I'd probably take the stars off. I don't know. It sort of, I don't know. I like it, but it also cheapens it a little bit. And I'd probably fix the paint job some, but otherwise, like, it's metal. It can hold some candles. She does the job. And we kind of skimmed over here, but we got us a little froggy situation right there. And continuing with those like prints, this could fit in to a house of black situation there. Some bats. And I kind of dig this, but you know, if I'm gonna do like a superhero, it would be Batman. And I kind of like that. It's cute, but it does not fit into my house. And this is actually upside down. Oh, I didn't see this one at the last place. We've got a pumpkin, but it is a skeleton hand holding it. And it is like, I'm thinking it's resin. I don't know, but it's like a matte black with more of a shimmery gold hand. So it pops nicely. Little signs like that everywhere, but we also have a cauldron shelf. So kind of similar to the cat one over there. We've got this mini cauldron shelf. It is quite shallow, so do keep that in mind. But it can be hung up, or you could just set it rested. And there is a larger version over here. So it has an additional shelf, pretty similar in depth. I'd say this is a little bit deeper if you wanted to do that, but hey, can't go wrong with a cauldron. Speaking of which, we also have this one, which feels like ceramic. The brush job, in my opinion, not the best. They were going for like a bronzy look, like an aged look. This is another one that I would probably redo, but I do like that it has the handle. I like that it has a lid that can be removed. So it's workable, you know? Then we've got more prints, a pillow that says welcome witches, kind of a classic plate. Again, you can't go wrong with that little skeleton. Oh, and there's a spider on that one too. Anything else over here? Dead inside, that's appropriate for me, I feel like. Coffins, I have mixed feelings on coffins, on whether they actually would fit into the world. What do you guys think? But we've got a larger version. We've got a skeleton bowl. The paint job is so bad, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you guys know I'm honest in everything I review and share with you. But yeah, so here's this section. I kind of dig this. It does not fit in to the world, so I will pass. So for me, there's only really like 2 items I would consider getting and a couple that I would probably upgrade if I did that. But let's now peek over here. I will say I'm kind of disappointed, like half the line, you guys, like half the line is not here. What is going on? They have had time. There are no boxes out. But I will say again, like white isn't really an aesthetic. Look at me. It's not an aesthetic I go for. And I don't really see it fitting in, but there are a few things that I feel like could fit into a Harry Potter Halloween. So let me skim over and then I will just highlight a handful of things, I think, because there's less in this collection, in my opinion, than in that one that would fit in to like a witchy, you know, vibe. I was gonna say our theme, but that'll come out soon enough. Let's go. All right, here is a quick pan. So this is the Haunted Forest line. So if you want to look it up and see any of the other items that are not at my Michael's, that is what you would need to search to find them. I will try and link that down below, but you can see they went for quite a contrast with a whiter line here. So let's just start down here. So I will say right here, at the other Michael's I went to, they had something like this, much, much better. But it was a wolf. It was a white wolf, and I felt like that could fit in easily to the theme, but it is not at this location. But anything snakes, you guys know, I'll look for that. So we have an hourglass with a little snake wrapped around it. It's kind of silver and gold. Again, the application of the gold on top, not super impressed. And then they are doing the same thing down here, and they have a couple of variations. So we've got this little guy, but silver obviously works more for a Slytherin house or room if you are doing that. So this one could work, because I have been sharing some gold ones in the Discord group. If you're interested, I find them mostly at HomeGoods. If you want to do gold, what else? We've got a little white spider that could fit in. I do find this quite cool. I don't know where I would fit that one into the theme, but, oh, and then we've got this cauldron, which has got a snake wrapped around it. If this were black, I'd probably consider it, not gonna lie, but white, not so much, but it might work for you. And then in this section, anything that has like cathedral vibes, that sort of arched look, could also fit in. The backdrop of it, not so much, and you can fill that in and change that out if you want. And there is a smaller version of that as well down here, if you wanted to alter that. So this is another thing that could work, obviously, owls. So it's like a little claw foot candlestick holder. I'm gonna pass on that. I don't care for the gemstones, little crystals on it, but that's an option. All right, we have, this sign could fit in. This is where the magic happens. It's not my jam. I would go darker personally. Speaking of darker, there is this one here, the Parlor of Magical Curiosities. They have come out with this previously, but in black with like a brown, I think, as like the outline. I prefer that much more. So I'll be passing on that. I did think that this is pretty cool. It gives me like wraith vibes. It is a candle holder. I didn't realize that when I saw it, but just kind of creepy. Kind of dig it. More witchy picture frames and little branchy trees. I think stuff like this, like anything in a cloche, could work, but I personally rather make my own cloche and put stuff in it. And then this could, the poison garden, these plants can kill. Obviously that could fit in Harry Potter. If you go for a lighter aesthetic, this line's gonna be for you. Obviously it's not for me, okay? And then we have the same variation of what we saw on the other side, but in white over here. Some mushrooms, and that's pretty much it. They have a little bit over here that they have not filled out, so we'll have to come back. Okay, that is everything I'm going to be showing you at Michael's. And then we did pick a couple things. We will show you. We have a Halloween haul building, but we're going to go to Ross next. If I find nothing there, then I think it's going to be Marshall's after that. So we'll see you there. Just kidding. We are back at Michael's. I'm actually at a different location because it is close to my Muggle job. I'm on my lunch break because what is nourishment? You know, who needs food? But they have two displays that the other Michaels did not have, Halloween displays, of course, and they have a couple items that I wanted to show you that are here. So let's go inside. I need food. Let's go inside. I'm gonna show you those couple of displays. I think there's some bits that could fit into a Harry Potter Halloween, and we'll point those out and just show you all the things. All right, so it is this display right here is one of them. Let me give you a quick little glimpse at everything. This was not over at the other Michaels. all the way around. Halloween everywhere. It was this side that I spotted some things. Looky, looky, looky. But let's go bit by bit. So we've got some classic candles. These are like, I think LED, although they have a smell to them. We've got some skeleton candles, skulls. I think it's just like a cream color. And then we have some actual skulls in this sort of geometric shape, but they are candles. Super cool. And they come in different options, holographic, gold. We have this white one, this scents right now. I tell you what, I don't feel like they fit into the way we do things, but that is sort of why I share everything, because not everyone does Halloween the same and not everyone does a Harry Potter Halloween the same. So it might not be what I do, but maybe it's what you do. We have more candles, and then we have some of these. These are similar to the Joanne one, except Joanne, they were on top of some books. So there are some black candles, LED, and it looks like it's a set of 7, battery operated. I mean, hard to get past that. That is the tendency with candles. Then on this side, so we've got a couple cages of different sizes. They are metal. Is this like just sat on top? It's very loose. I don't know what's going on. But I suppose if you wanted to do like a mini pixie situation, you could. You can do all sorts of things. You could put a skull in there. Like just anytime I see a bird, I just play off of the raven situation in Bellatrix. But this one is slightly taller, if you can tell. And then this, I thought it was so funny. Does it look familiar? Joanne. Joanne has this very same thing, but I will argue the detail at Joanne is much better. What are you doing? What are you doing, Michaels? We don't need to copy, okay? And then what is going on here? We've got, it looks like a tea light candle holder, but you can kind of see through. I think they're going for like a drippage look. More skull candles down here, and then a tiny spider like container. It is ceramic. Spiders, they do fit in. Spiders fit in everywhere. And then on this side, we've got some skeleton hands holding like a candlestick holder, a tapered one. We've got a little skeleton head. I'm gonna break this. Let's not break it. Right there, and a tiny lantern. I'm not sure what I would do with that. They really are, I realized with Joanne, it was actually the Grim Reaper they're going for, but I still see Dementor, okay, just saying. But this one actually has a face, so I feel like it doesn't really fit the Dementor look. And I don't generally do candles that have a shape. It just, most of the time doesn't fit in. And then this one seems to be, yeah, it's a shorter version, so if you like that, you can get it in a couple different sizes. Here's another candle, but it's just a skull. Down here is where I spotted a little something. I mean, if you know, you know, spine candles in Harry Potter, but this is different. It's like, I don't know, if this person had scoliosis or something. I'm not trying to like make fun of anybody, but it is obviously a very curved shape, but it is a spine, and it is a tapered candle holder for 4 candles. So that's different. We haven't seen that. Michaels did do a spine candle that was actually wax last year, but it was quite short, and I tend to prefer the taller one, kind of similar to the movies. Then we've got like this glass holder with a skeleton hand. I'm assuming it's meant to hold like a proper size candle. A heart, do with that as you wish. Is that a candle? That is a candle, okay. And some skulls, I kind of dig this. So is this it? Yeah, so this is the incense holder. I wish, this is where I have issues. I wish the paint job were better, but it is what it is. You see what I mean? Like it looks so much better here. You get some nice like browns in there where I don't see that over here. Can we have the accurate reflection, please, on that? And then we've got a little ghosty. I don't really do ghosties too much, but I do love to see them. And that's kind of cute that it's coming out of the mouth. And then around this corner, we have some lanterns. Now, lanterns 100% fit in, and I plan on getting more. Also, I really dig the display back here. We're showing spine candles. Where is this spine candle? I'd like to know. from last year, because that's not cool. It's not cool, Michaels, if you're not going to carry it. But they have bats on them, and we've got 2 different sizes. This is the shorter one, and that is the taller one. Let's see, 35, and so a $10 price difference on that. And then I'm not really seeing anything down here of note. Okay, let me now take you to the section that actually has the prints I was telling you about right here. Let's look. So these are the 2 prints. I hesitate to say the word print because it's not actually a print. This is like pressed wood, as you could see. They've given it like this gold aged color, but if you look at the stock photos online, we'll put one here, it's just really washed out. I feel like it's much, much better in person. It's a black cat, you guys. If you don't know, I'm a sucker for a black cat. I used to have one. I miss him very, very much. His name was Dexter. So this one's a little irresistible for me, okay? And then we have this one. Let's get it down. I just felt like this is classic witch. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Okay. We've got a witch's hat on top of some books. But as you can see, I don't know, it goes really well with this one, obviously. It has a nice kind of like old agey look to it, a very vintagey look. Now, again, this is not an actual frame. This all blends together. It is all pressed wood, but I do like the texture difference. It does feel separate. I may go over the details if I get this, but it's just classic witch. It's books. We've got like leftover bits from like a possible potion. We've got a candle. Like, this is the kind of stuff I look for in a Harry Potter Halloween. We will probably do a video on like collecting and world building and how I approach it. I have been wanting to do that video for so long, but this, my friends, that's my approach. That is just like, it makes my heart sing so much. But those are the 2 pieces here. And then there is one more. Here it is. There's still one left. It's in the, what do they call this section? Haunted Forest? Yeah. It's this door knocker. So remember I showed you this one. I don't know. I sent this to my husband because I knew like he loves a white tiger, but also like I think a white wolf he'd be a sucker for. And a wolf in general, like werewolfy vibes, you know what I'm saying, might be a little thing that we're going to be touching on this year for our theme coming at you soon. But while I do feel like the paint job could be a bit better, it's not too shabby. I mean, I feel like I would want like a black wolf so we can really get into the Padfoot vibes, but you could always redo that. How much are you? 25. I will say when you're going to redo something, price is really important because you generally want to not have to do that. Oh, and then there's this section, which I saw they were building out at the other Michaels. It's mostly just like classic Halloween, so let me just kind of breeze over it really quick. And then there's one more section because this Michaels is not messing around, okay? They got their stuff out. Mind my scooter there, but it is like the boneyard section. Like we've got all of the classic things that you generally have to fill up on every year, the spider webs, all of that. And then we've got us some skeletons. Clowns. She's not so much fitting into the Harry Potter world, but you can do some cool things with stuff like this. These ones are styrofoam. I don't know that I would use that. It depends. It really depends. And then this one is just plastic, which I feel like I would opt for Joanne. Seeing them in person, I'd say Joanne is actually better. Like, look at the seam. I don't know. No. But maybe something cool could be done with these small ones. I don't know. Then we've got some hands down here and some gravestones over here. We will get into gravestones. I don't know if we will this year, but there's definitely more to come. And then, I think this section is the animatronics. What animatronics do we have? I definitely spot 2 to 3 things that I think could fit into a Harry Potter Halloween, so let me show you. We're gonna skim over this stuff like this that is just for you classic Halloween peeps, but you know we are a Harry Potter, a wizarding, witchy, magical channel. I do feel like skulls could fit in. It depends on what theme within Harry Potter you're doing, but you know, maybe a Borgin and Burkes. I don't know about the red, but that is an option. But we've also got a light up crystal ball. I feel like they did this last year. I'm not sure, but it wasn't this same style. They definitely changed it up. So it's more of a purple vibe. That one, kind of similar to, they did a haunted mirror last year. I don't really see that fitting in, but we do have some potions. Also came out last year, but these are a different style, I'm pretty sure. So we've got this floating eyeballs potion. I'm not gonna like open it up or anything, but it looks like there's some eyeballs inside. That can really give off some Mad Eye Moody vibes. You know, when I see an eyeball, it's always Mad Eye Moody. And then, what does it say? Moving sparkling water. So it doesn't have a particular theme. That one's a little more generic. Oh wait, here they are. Duh, Aubrey. So I feel like the eyeball is a little too unreal, not in the great way. The bottle itself is fine, and then, so it lights up. Oh, and it spins around. I like the spinning action. Don't see that too often. What does this do? Do we do anything? So we get a little spinny action here. And then, you know what? Seeing this in person, you guys, that is really cheap looking. I'm not a fan. I like the color change though. Hold your ears. And then we've got this, okay. Sometimes they just go on too long, I feel like. And we've got this stacked skull. Again, the detail. Oh, I do dig that over there. We have more gravestones down here and some classic ones. I could see utilizing something like this. You just gotta make sure they would stick in the ground really well. But I spotted, what is this? Animated caged crow and bones. So, do you see what I mean on the details? I feel like Joanna's winning on the details, but I would say Michael's is winning on the prints. The only thing I don't know about the prints, we don't need Chucky over here. The only thing I don't know about the prints is, are they actually getting an actual artist to design these, like the cat and the hat, the cat and the hat, and the books? Is this an actual artist or is this AI? I am adamantly not a supporter of AI. You will not see me use that for my thumbnails. We can go on that topic in the Discord group. Thoughts, I just support artists, okay? And I need to put those prints back, but I don't know for sure. It's hard to tell, but I really like them. I really like them. There is one more section, and it's actually, I forget what it's called. It's in like the paper products area, but it's Halloween-y, and I did find some things that I feel like could fit in. So let me show you that. All right, so we're in the scrapbooking area, and it's this section right here. So there were a few things I found. So it's a lot of scrapbooky stuff. We've got these sorts of things. It's all very magical and witchy, so I feel like a lot of this could work whether you want to just put it on some owl post. Let's see, so the backside actually shows what's in these. Do you see what I mean? Classic witchy stuff. What's in this one? I'm just gonna show you all of them if you want to pause and see if it's your cup of tea. Like, I like them, I like them. And then we have sticker books right here. These don't actually show what's on the back. You would have to flip through, but then they have a piece of tape so you can't actually look. That's a little more classic Halloween, but I kind of dug this one. I think that's pretty cool. And then stamps. So this is more Halloween-y stuff, but look, you guys, a couple of you have sent me washi tape, and I love it. And this is very classic witchy. I am digging it. I like the skulls on this one. I can't tell what it says right here, but I still like it. I love the color palette. We've got some kind of palmistry, divination vibes on that one. What does it say? Broken Heart Tonic. And we've got like a potion bottle. I know I say this again and again, but not everything has to be licensed. I feel like when we restrict ourselves to licensed only, we miss out on some really cool world building. So down below the washi tape, and I did kind of skip over this one, which is like classic Halloween. I'm not sure what these are. Oh, mirror stickers. You can probably do something cool with that. I like that. These I thought were really, really cool. They are mini cauldrons, a set of 6. Just think, Department 56, what you can do with these. We might get into these in a future video, just saying. And then we've got some classic potion bottles. And then these are embellishments. So just because something says scrapbooking doesn't mean that's what you have to use it for. You can do whatever you want to do. Classic things, spiders, snakes, you name it. We've got some eyeballs. If you wanted to do a Mad Eye Moody situation, you could. Some little spell books. How cute are those? Some candlesticks, gravestones. None of these, I'm trying to see, they're all very generic. They don't say any actual names, which is nice. Oh, look at the little snakes. Cute. And then we have some, ooh, I like this. What does the actual inside look like? Oh, okay. Wait, are these straight up cauldron cleaning paste? It almost reads like, it could be something you put on a potion, but then you don't get the customization option. Are you seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's flip to one and see how much we can see of it. I like the aesthetic. What does that say? Premium crushed beetles. I like that one. And then got some tarot-like cards. Sorry, I can't show you the whole thing. And then that one, and then some little skeletons. And some actual scrapbooking paper down here. And that, my friends, is an actual wrap of my goals. I had to get the rest of it. But let's return to your Halloween hunt. Let's get spooky. Okay, do we have Halloween stuff? We have a less than a quarter of a shelf. Okay, we got some things. They're just starting. I could tell you right now, there's not a single thing I would get. That is, what is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. This is the Halloween at Ross. These are kind of cute, actually. Candy corn. And then we've got little eyeball salt and pepper shakers. And then we've got these lights over here. Yeah, this is the only section at Ross. What is going on? Some spider webs. What is down here? Curtain light. That could kind of work. We've got some skeletons. We saw something like this at Michael's. Some hands, some spiders, and more skeletons. And you guys, that is it at Ross. That is it of the Halloween. Oh, wait, it's the year of the salt and pepper shakers. That is the thing they came out with first. Okay, noted. And I think we're done. So off to Marshall's we go. Don't mind the look. She's a little wet outside. This is what I look like, but Spirit Halloween sighting number 2. I'm so excited. Not excited for that. But this is a bigger location. This used to be a Bed Bath & Beyond. So I think it's gonna be a little more spread out. The reason we love Spirit Halloween, the reason I love Spirit Halloween, it's the sign that Halloween has arrived, but also I find a lot of clothing items there and they always have a Harry Potter line. So I will be showing you, I think it's gonna be the very beginning of August. So we'll be out there on the loose, on these scooters right here. So let's hop on these and now go to Marshall's and see what they have, okay? All right, Marshall's, let's see what you got. Hopefully it's more than a fraction of a shelf, okay? What have we got, Marshall's? What have we got? This is the one Halloween section they have in the Bath & Body, but I was actually looking for this, so I shared this one in the Discord group. I mean, it's called Venom Verbena. How does that not fit in to a Harry Potter Halloween? It's just a hand soap. I like the amber color to it. It's not glass, it is plastic. It's only $5. But I feel like when I take that off, I feel like that could fit in. Follow the butterflies, you know? What else do we have? Just a lot of classic Halloween here, but we do have a little owl. I do love me an owl, but that is it over here. Wait, what is this? We've got a cauldron. Oh, generic cauldron with moons. Okay, wasn't expecting that here. Can you see? I know it might be some people's jam, but this is why I don't really find much here. This is the only thing I'm seeing. So we've got this flat gold snake. I told you, I've been seeing gold snakes everywhere. $10, only $10. And it's got some moon faces on it. I don't know if you could see that. There was a sort of similar one like that at Joann last year. We have this, kind of gives me I know it's probably more of a Grim Reaper, but it gives me Dementor vibes a little bit. Okay, we'll do a slow walkthrough. I really see nothing here for me. Okay, this is all the Halloween they've dropped. This is it. We've got this section right here, and then this over here. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of... I just go for the snaky businesses. Okay, obviously, we've got a skull with a snake. But again, I think the one at Joann is better. We've randomly got a Harry Potter. What are you, buddy? What are you doing over here? Spooking people, I guess. We've got some dogs. This is that's kind of interesting. Just a metal hand. It doesn't look like it attaches to the wall. Like, I do like the ones that attach to the wall and are actually hooks. That would be cool. And then we do have, for $15, a giant cast iron spider. And then a bunch of these kind of like cheap signs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do look at the Stitch ones. We've got a little Stitch peeking out there. There he is. He's better back there. But, my friends, oh, there's more over here, more Stitch. But this is a Harry Potter channel, okay? Okay, it looks like they have some blankets. So we have this pillow. That is one of the things that I normally find here, are blankets and pillows. That's okay. That's all right. Let's not knock that down. But that is the section, you guys. We've got some skulls. That does look super soft. A little too white for my taste. We've got a full-sized skeleton blanket. Looks like that. Some cats. No, those are not bats. Ghosts. That's not even really Halloween. What is going on there? And some witches on this one. Like if I did cutesy, that is really cute. Do not get me wrong. Dogs. And what is happening here? Like, astral, is that the word I'm looking for? Celestial beings right there. That could work. I mean, it's called The Magic Is You on this throw, but that is it. That is it, my friends. I think next up is going to be sorting out my hair and then HomeGoods. Okay, friends, we are at the HomeGoods. I'm ready to go in. I'm overstimulated. There are noises, people everywhere, muggles everywhere. Let's go inside. I'm not got high expectations, but I haven't been here in a week or two, so we'll go find out what Halloween-y things there are. Let's see some Halloween. Let's see some Halloween. Over here. So we got a little bit of Halloween here. So we have a lot of like cutesy things. We have mugs. You guys know I do look for some Disney stuff too. But this is a Harry Potter channel, so we got a little bat. That could work. Yeah. Look at me, I'm desperate. I'm trying to find something. I'm not finding anything, but I see other sections, so let's go to those. Look at this skeleton. Holy moly. I mean, I think that can work, right? His arm goes all the way out here. I don't know what's going on with this. I wish it were like actually a cauldron. We got some creepy witches, a whole bunch of signs. We will be attempting to do a kind of directional sign like that. I'll get into that in a future vid. Also being greeted with, how big is this skeleton? $200, 8 feet. 8 feet, this guy. That could work, right? All right, let's check out the Halloween. I'm seeing some back here, I think. We got a little bit of a branchy tree. Yeah, it's all back here. We've got fall. This is Halloween. I'm seeing cauldrons. I have been to a HomeGoods a couple of times, and there's only been like a handful of things, and I have shared them in the Discord group, so do join if you want to see them. So far, the only thing I've bought at HomeGoods I've shown you guys, and were some chains. That's it. So let's take a little glancey poo at what we see here. I think it wraps around the corner. So we got cutesy Halloween. Here's all the fall. Pretty sparse over here, but this is an item I was kind of tempted by, but because I can't figure out where I'd put it, I'm gonna pass, but I saw it at another HomeGoods and I shared it in the Discord group. It's just a cast iron cauldron, just a singular one. I think you could do something with it. I just don't know right now what I would do with it. So I'm gonna pass on that. Anything like orb related, kind of tempting. Got silver and purple, that could work. It does make a noise. And we get a headless horseman. That is not Harry Potter. Okay, what do we got here? We have some of the book boxes. This one feels like it's got some inside. Yep, so we got a smaller one there. And I would say these are even thicker than the Joanne one. Happy Halloween. I do tend to avoid the things that say Halloween, even though it is a thing in the wizarding world. There's that one. And that. And we also have this cauldron set right here. This one seems to just be like metal. I go for all black when I can, but what is the price here? 20 bucks for that? Okay, what else? We've got pumpkins. Oh, this is kind of tempting for my Disney room, maybe. I don't know. A giant witch's hat up there. Anything at all? Are you guys seeing anything? This spider, I always grab the cast iron spiders. It can work. Spiders can work. We will be doing spiders. I'm not so sure about, although this is kind of neat. He has lost a leg though. A glitzy, glammy spider. There's a little more detail on him, but he seems to be fragile. And snakes. They have not, excuse me, they have not held back on the snakes. Like I said, I have found some gold ones. This one's like a cobra and all black, but that is cast iron. And then the Halloween section continues over here. So the thing about HomeGoods is very random, and that's why you have to check back regularly to see if anything, if you get anything. And because it's random, there's a lot of hit and miss for me, and mostly misses, to be quite honest. There's one more item I see right here that I saw at another HomeGoods that could work. It's kind of like a potion. So it's actually glass. Feels quite fragile, but it's got some eyeballs inside and little bones. And then a cork, and it's like sat on a cauldron. But that could work in a potion area or a couple other areas. They've been really running with these, so they have a lot of variations in color. It's not just silver. Anything else of interest? This kind of gives me, this is the Martha Stewart line. Gives me vibes of what we've seen at Joanne. I think I've seen better versions at Joanne. This is kind of interesting. The other thing about HomeGoods is a lot of the molds, not so great, which makes the item not so great. And then we got another cast iron, I think it feels like cast iron cauldron set, but this one's all black, 30 bucks. So I've mentioned this before, but the India, the Made in India line that I've seen here is really cool. And I've gotten quite a few items. I like that this feels a little like a branch. It's not just straight across. It's all black. And I like that the lip kind of comes out, so it's a little different from other cauldrons. And that's about all I see in this section. And if you are looking for Disney stuff, HomeGoods is the place to be. They always have a Disney section, and you'll find it during Halloween time, Christmas time. It changes out regular time of year. So let me give you a quick little glimpse at this section. All right, so this whole area is like ceramics. So we got a lot of dinnerware, bowls, plates, but we also get licenses all over, different IPs. That's kind of, that could fit in. It doesn't work for my vibe, but it could fit in. It's crows, witches, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like this plate. It's kind of cute. I have a couple plates from HomeGoods that I like. We've got Mickey stuff. What else is down here? More Mickey stuff. And then lots of mugs. We got a witch's brew cauldron for $15. It's a little, oh wow, that's bright orange. I dig that, but I wouldn't be putting it in my theme. That's different. I haven't seen this one. It says magic potion. It is a cauldron mug. That is ceramic. That's kind of cute. I like the handle. It's got that sort of like extra fancy situation there. And just pumpkins galore. But yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. They do also carry Harry Potter stuff. A lot of it, I will say, is the Ray Dunn line. If you know Ray Dunn, you either like it or you don't. I don't. So personally, I would love to see the images that are on Ray Dunn without the words. So just remove the Ray Dunn aspect and I'd be down. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else. They do often have blankets, pillows, but HomeGoods has been really slow out here in dropping stuff, and I haven't been super enthused. Not super impressed. This is the area I'm talking about, where if you want just generic Disney, it's not all Disney, but you do find occasionally, can I take this down? Harry Potter stuff. I haven't actually seen this one, so we've got like little logos of every mascot. We've got the lion, the snake, the badger, and the eagle/raven, depending on what side you're on. Fight, if you will. And then it says Hogwarts inside, so this is clearly a Ray Dunn mug. Oh, God. But anyway, if you're fine with Ray Dunn, that is one of them out there now. We found the Halloween blankets. Again, it's normally a much bigger section. What's going on, HomeGoods? So we've got some cutesy, like, Happy Halloween stuff. Skeleton. Some ghosties. Some cutesy ghosties. I was looking at this one. This is one that feels like... Maddie, this is the one I was looking at. This is a snake one I saw online. I finally got excited by something. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at that a little bit closer because I think it's reversible. But I was also looking at this. It's gold and black. The only thing is it looks like it might not wash super well, I'm guessing, like those staying on. But it is otherwise like, I don't know, kind of celestial, moons, suns, that whole thing. Yeah, I thought I saw something else, but I was not expecting to see. I was literally looking at this. You guys know we do snakes, so let's take a peek off camera. But that is the reverse side of it. I do know that this one is available online at, I think it's TJ Maxx, because HomeGoods doesn't have an online store anymore. There's also this blanket. I missed it, but it's like a skull, kind of a knit situation. A little different, almost like a gray color because of the way the black is weaving with the white knit background, white, what are we saying? Words. You guys, we have a pumpkin. It's like a wicker pumpkin cat house. Now, I do have a cat house I really, really want. I don't know if I missed out on it. It's a little pricey, but this is a big one. I don't know that this would fit in. Although, I mean, Haggard lovers out there, the pumpkins, you know, can fit in, I think. That's cool. $50 for that sucker. So Halloween's kind of just all over the place here. This is a ceramic light situation. Like, I'll look over here. We got more blankets. This is like the Peanuts kind of cats and dogs blankets. Alrighty, friends. I think that is everything at HomeGoods. All right, friends, that is a wrap for this video's Harry Potter Halloween hunt. It wasn't a big score for me. I mean, the two things that I did pick up, I didn't pick up from this viewing, but I will show them to you. We're building that haul. And I think so coming up kind of in the next, whenever the next Halloween video is, because we're still dropping our Harry Potter content. I mean, this is Harry Potter content. I'm going to be sharing what our theme is. We might do a little bit of online shopping. I'm excited for that. And then if places like HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, all of the kind of stores that we went to, if they actually drop a little bit more, not a little bit, like they need to drop quite a bit more for it to be worthwhile, then we will go back if they do. Otherwise, we are waiting for back to school to just, can you just send the kids back so we can get Halloween at places like Target, World Market, and all the other places that have back to school, as well as Lowe's and Home Depot. There are some things that I do find there, particularly outdoor stuff, and we are going to be doing, a good bit of our focus is going to be outdoors, but I'm going to do the indoors too, okay? We're not messing around here. We have a theme to fill in, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below, did you see anything of interest to you? Have you been on the hunt? What are you looking for? Are you doing a Harry Potter Halloween theme? And what is your approach to that? I know some of you are. And I want to see it. I want to see how you're decorating. I'm excited for Halloween. This is just the beginning. But until next time, my magical friends, I feel like I'm about to get murdered out here in these woods, but it's giving me fall vibes. Remember to love what you love with everything you have and keep making magic. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. We're gonna do what is it you do? Do the little hand. Oh, it's not this one. I have to actually push it.